My first YouTube channel succeeded completely by accident. I was actually trying to start an Instagram business, and as part of that business, I was trying to send people that were new to following me to a video tutorial. So I made that video tutorial inside of YouTube, and I had to create a channel for that. Now here are the results of that very first video I created inside of YouTube. All right, so you can see right here, these are the full analytics for that video, and you can see when I posted it, not a lot happened, and honestly, I wasn't expecting a lot to happen because that wasn't the point of what I was doing. But you can see here that video slowly started to take off, and as we hover up, I got to where that video was bringing in literally hundreds of views every single day, and over the last 4 years now, that video has brought in almost 4,000 subscribers to this channel. It's made almost $2,500 in just ad revenue, and it's been watched about 285,000 times. Now, it's very likely that you are not going to have an experience like mine when you first start your YouTube channel. But since this point, I've built that channel up to more than 40,000 subscribers, and I've built this channel up to almost 100,000 subscribers now. And in fact, if you are not one of my subscribers, this could be the video to take me to 100,000 if you subscribe. So if you are someone that is looking in 2022 to start a brand new YouTube channel, and more importantly, you're looking to make money with the YouTube channel, because that's what my specialty really is, this is going to be the video for you. If you stay till the end, this video is going to show you how to get started with your channel, how to find niches that make quite a bit more money than the other niches. We're going to show you how to come up with content ideas to the point that you'll never ever have to look for content ideas again. And most importantly, we're going to show you how to film, how to put out the videos, and then how to monetize every single one of those views. And if you stay to the end, we're going to talk a little bit at the end about how you can start making money much sooner. So if you're familiar with YouTube's rules, YouTube actually won't start paying you ad revenue until you have over 1,000 subscribers and thousands of views. But we're going to show you how your first few views can start resulting in making money. Let's roll. Now, the first thing I want to go over is monetization, because most YouTube creators make their money from YouTube, right? Every time you watch a YouTube video, including this one, you're going to see an ad at the beginning and typically somewhere in the middle. Now, the money that comes in from that ad, some of it goes to YouTube and some of it goes to the creator, me or you. But it's very important for you to understand that not all niches and not all ads are created equal. For example, I'm going to show you on the screen right here. You can see when I look for average CPM, which is how much these advertisers are paying across different niches, you can see right here, fashion and clothing, it's typically about $3, entertainment $2, cooking $2, tech and gadgets $2. But let's hop in here and look at my channel, which is kind of in the make money online space, and we'll see how it's doing. Now you can see right here, playback-based CPM, which is how much most advertisers are paying to run ads on my channel, is closer to $80, okay? So if we go back to this number right here, I'm making roughly 20 to 40 times as much in ad money as some of these other channels that are in different spaces. So that tells you just how important it is that you choose the right space to get started in, because the difference could be 20 or 40x. So as you're looking to choose what type of videos you're going to be creating, I left a link down below to this document that we're looking at on the screen right here. And what this is telling you is how much advertisers are typically paying in these different kinds of categories. So you can see one of the highest here is email marketing, insurance, selling houses, website hosting. These are some of the highest spaces for advertisers to be buying spots on your channel to run ads. Now, it's really important to note, I'm not saying you need to create a channel about email marketing or a channel about insurance. All you really need to be doing is creating a channel where email marketing companies, these email marketing software companies, will want to run ads on your channel. So that's how this works, right? This number is how much these email marketing software companies are paying the channel to run ads on that channel, or they're paying YouTube, who's paying the channel. So all you've got to have is these videos where you could see an email marketing software wanting to reach your customers. For example, yes, email marketing is a big part of what I teach, because I teach building an online business, and email marketing is a huge piece of that. And so you'll see ads on my channel. You may have already seen one where a lot of these email marketing softwares are trying to run ads on my channel. Now, if I were to break it down into just two simple categories for you, it's helping people to make money and it's helping people to lose weight. Those are the biggest money makers on YouTube, and honestly, they're the biggest money makers in general online right now. So I would pick a subcategory of one of those two categories, and that's where I would run with if I didn't know where I was going yet and I wanted to start making some decent income fairly quickly off of YouTube ad revenue. Now, for this video's sake, we're not going to dive too much into the technical aspects of creating the actual channel, because it's not very hard. YouTube walks you through it. All you've got to do is go to youtube.com, logged into your current YouTube account or Gmail account, and you'll see that there's a plus button right here. When you click create and you click upload video, if you've already got a channel, you're good to go. Otherwise, it's going to talk you through the entire process of creating a YouTube channel here. The only thing I want to talk about is it's going to ask you to upload some kind of thumbnail, right? So if I'm gonna click on this channel right here, you can see they've got, in their case, a pretty terrible cover photo right here. And I want you to know that this is not super important. Don't get hung up on these details in the beginning. This can come down the road. If I were gonna create a cover photo, I would go to Fiverr.com. I would give them an example of a cover photo I liked on another channel, and I would tell them to create it, and then I would be done. Do not worry about all the intricate details about this setup. The most important thing you can start doing is putting out consistent content on your channel, and the rest of this can come as you go. Now let's talk about diving into actually creating content, because this is where honestly most creators get hung up. They spend so much time creating cover photos and doing research, and they don't end up creating very many videos. And trust me, your first few videos, they're probably not going to be great, and that's okay. You need to get into a habit of putting out videos. So let's look at the two different algorithms that we're going to be creating content for typically in the beginning inside of YouTube. So when I first go to youtube.com, there's two different ways that people kind of explore YouTube. Now the first one is they type it in the search bar, right? For example, you might have searched something like how to start a YouTube channel, right? And that might be how you found my video. Hopefully my video is ranking in front of these when this video comes live. But once you type this in right here, right? Once you type that in and click enter, there's an algorithm that runs on YouTube's end, and it says, okay, based on what this person typed in, what's the very best video that's going to answer the question that this person is looking to solve? So right now it's assuming that these videos are going to be able to help you the most based on what YouTube thinks that you're looking for. Okay, and that's an algorithm in the background that's running. But let's look when I click this video right here, okay, and I click pause. Now YouTube starts running a different algorithm, okay? And it's a very, very different algorithm, meaning if you're trying to target one, you typically won't target the other. It's not too often that videos hit both of these. So I'm gonna scroll down right here, and you can see right here, it's running all these suggested videos, right? YouTube is saying, hey, you're interested in starting a YouTube channel. So would you be interested in monetizing a YouTube channel? How long would it take to get monetized on a YouTube channel? Here's what I would want to know if I was starting a YouTube channel today, right? So YouTube's looking and saying, based on what you've searched in the past probably, and what you're watching right now, we think that the next video you're going to want to watch is one of these. And that's another algorithm running and making that decision, right? Very different from the algorithm that's saying, what are you looking for actively right now? This next algorithm is saying, hey, you're not looking for anything right now. What can we throw in your face and get you to stay on YouTube a little bit longer? So I'm gonna tell you in the beginning, it's typically much easier for new channels to start with the search-based algorithm, meaning you're just gonna be focusing your videos on people that are coming to YouTube, typing something in, and looking for a solution to their problem. So that takes us to the next step of this video. And what we're gonna be looking for is, how do we find ideas for what kind of content to create? Okay, that's typically one of the hardest things when you're brand new, is you're sitting down and you can think of maybe a few video ideas, but we're gonna need to think of dozens, hundreds of video ideas over the next year or so. And this is how you're going to come up with virtually unlimited ideas. Now, in all honesty, there's all kinds of tools that say that they'll do this for you, right? And I actually have one running on my screen right here. You can see it's giving you different ideas for YouTube videos right here. I can go to this company called vidIQ, and I could say, hey, I'm in this niche right here. Can you give me a bunch of video ideas? And it is going to spit out a bunch of video ideas. But I found that especially with newer channels and in the beginning, none of that is super important. I'm gonna show you a super cool hack that you can do right now to basically get this information from YouTube, where YouTube is going to tell you exactly what people are looking for on YouTube, and you can use that information to make your videos. And so the way that we're gonna do this is we're going to go into this search bar right here, and we're gonna start typing in our niche or the category that we chose. So for example, that could be email marketing, or that could be something else. Since email marketing was the very top of that list, let's pretend we chose that, and we're gonna run with it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna type in email marketing. Okay. Now first, YouTube's gonna give you, it looks like about 10 different options, right? For beginners, tutorial, strategy. These are kind of the main keywords that people are typing in when they look for email marketing related terms inside of YouTube. So we've got a good starting point, right? But we need to note, a lot of people can see this. These are the main terms. This is what all of the channels are probably gonna be targeting in the beginning, right? These 10 keywords right here. So as a new channel, we wanna go a little bit deeper. We wanna start targeting these keywords that no one else is targeting, or a very small amount of people, or a small amount of channels are targeting, so that we can start getting some views very, very early on in our channel. So to get this deep dive here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in email marketing again, but then we're gonna start adding letters before and after, and we're gonna let YouTube show us pretty much everything that people are looking for that involve email marketing. So I'm gonna put an A here, right? And it's gonna say, hey, this is everything that people are looking for when they type in email marketing, where they then type in an A, right? You can see right here, look at all these options. I can go B, I can go C, and you can see now there is a ton of content I can start creating now based on what I'm seeing here. Every one of these is being searched somewhat in YouTube. And I can do the same thing by typing the letter in before. So I can say A, email marketing, B, email marketing, C, email marketing. And you can see YouTube saying, is this what you're looking for? Is this what you're looking for? Is this what you're looking for? And you can see very, very quickly, you now have quite a bit of content that you can start creating about email marketing. Now, one more caveat that you need to note is you'll want to actually go explore each of these keywords that you choose to target just a little bit deeper. For example, if I type in C email marketing, I see cold email marketing, and I'll click into that email marketing video, and you can see right here how to cold email clients. Best cold email templates, 130,000 views. This one has 8,000 views, 130,000 views, 40,000 views. So you're gonna wanna look at that, and you're looking for a few things. One, you're looking at these top channels, and you're saying, is it only the big names that are having any hope ranking for this? So an easy way to tell is typically a check mark next to their name is typically a big channel. So you'll look through and say, do all of these names that are ranking have check marks next to their name? And lo and behold, we look, most of them don't. It's 3 or 4 down before we even see one. So that tells us, hey, there's still a shot for a smaller channel to show up for this term. And then the next thing we're gonna look at is actual view count. 130,000 views, 8,000 views, 136,000 views. This says there is interest. If I did manage to be the top ranking video for this particular keyword, I would get a lot of views and I would probably see a lot of success on that video. So once you've looked in there and you said, okay, it looks like there's a chance for me to rank, and it looks like ranking is actually going to result in me getting some views, we decide that we're gonna run with that keyword. So now let's talk a little bit about the structure of our video. Now that you've made a list of 10, 20, or even 30 different video ideas that you want to make, now you've got to go and actually create each of these videos. Now we need to know how to structure these videos so that it feeds this algorithm, right? We talked about how YouTube has an algorithm where it decides what it's going to show to people. And it's very, very important that we know how to feed that algorithm what it wants, because that's how we become the video that ranks. So here's a very simple way that I structure almost all of my videos, and it involves 3 different things. I start with a hook, which is essentially something that is said in the first 15 seconds or 30 seconds that hooks the person into watching the rest of the video, okay? We say something that either gets them really, really curious, so they have to watch till the end, or we let them know exactly what we're going to be talking about in the video in a way where they say, that's exactly what I want.
Tell me more.
For example, typically it's a desire or a pain. So if someone is having a problem and they're going to YouTube to search how to fix that problem, we will tell them in that first 15 seconds, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of XYZ problem. For example, recently I had a child that took permanent marker and scratched it right on our quartz countertops, which are white. Being a YouTuber, I instantly headed to YouTube to try and figure out if there was something that could be done about this permanent marker that wasn't wiping off. Lo and behold, a very short YouTube video showed me that I could spray DEET, which is bug repellent, on that marker, and it would wipe right off. In that video, the YouTuber told me in the first 15 seconds,
by the end of this video, you are going to know how to remove permanent marker from any surface.
That was the hook, and that kept me watching for the rest of the video, or at least until my problem was solved. And you can do the exact same thing on a desire-based video, where you say, you're looking for this, and in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to achieve that. For example, a lot of people are looking for side hustles right now, and we make a lot of side hustle videos on the channel. So I'll say at the beginning of a video, in this video, I'm gonna show you 5 side hustles that could all bring you $1,000 every month starting in the next few months. That's exactly what they're looking for. So we're gonna create our hook based on those 2 things. We're either gonna do a desire or problem-based hook, or we're going to do a curiosity-based hook. And then we're gonna move into the meat and potatoes of the video. And this is actually very, very similar. Now, the middle section is what I call the experience section, right? This is where they actually experience what they were promised. And for some people, that experience could just be you showing them how to solve their problem, right? In my case, someone showed me how to get rid of that permanent marker. That was my experience. It was a great experience, and I was very happy with it. Other times it's more of an emotional experience, and it's a story being told, and it's a much longer video where the viewer kind of gets drawn in and enjoys watching it. Typically for this part though, I do what I call the A to Z method. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down where the viewer is at, the person watching the video, where they're at now. I'm going to write down where I want them to end up at the end of the video. Okay, that may just be understanding a simple concept, or that may be I want them to be in tears because this particular video was so emotionally uplifting to them, or something like that. So I'm gonna do the A, and then I'm gonna do the Z, and then I'm gonna fill it out with steps. I'm gonna say to get them from A to Z, they're gonna need to do this, this, this in that order. And that's how I'll structure the experience section of the YouTube video. And you've got to write it down, because if you don't write it down, you're going to miss stuff. You're going to have people either confused or people that aren't experiencing what you want them to experience because they're missing pieces. And then we're gonna move on to step 3. So we've done 1 and 2, and the third part of the video is the call to action. And this is especially important with some of these small channels where we're trying to make money before YouTube's offered to give us a cut of the ads on our video. This is call to action. We've got to tell every viewer to do something at the end. And that might be as simple as, if you've enjoyed this, go ahead and click subscribe. Or if you've enjoyed this, you've got to let me know what part of it you enjoyed or what questions you have. Something simple. We want our viewers to act at the end. Now, typically, if you're trying to make money, the best action you could have them take is to head over to your website or head over to a link to talk to you, something where you can start making a connection, a deeper connection with this person and start selling a product or service. So we've created a list of content ideas. We've started to create structure for each of our videos. Now, I'm gonna leave a link right here to what is essentially my entire YouTube filming studio. So that has everything that I'm using in terms of cameras, microphones, what my studio looks like, everything you need to know for creating your filming studio. But I wanna talk about the next most important thing. And I hope you're not feeling like things are getting skipped. I'm trying to really cover what's important. You saw earlier that one video that wasn't that good in a lot of ways did very well on my YouTube channel. And that video did well not because I had a good camera or because I had a good microphone. It did well for specific things, and that's what we're targeting in this video. So we're gonna film the video and we're gonna click upload, and it's gonna start asking us questions, and specifically it's going to be asking us for a title and a description. Now the description's not super important. I usually just fill it in with about 200 to 300 words. I'll typically try to include a little bit of what I'm talking about, okay, so specifically the keywords that I'm gonna be talking about, but the description is not going to be what shoots you to the top of YouTube rankings, despite what many people will tell you. The title, however, is very, very important. So we're gonna talk about what makes a very good title. Now, first, we do want to include the keywords that we're going for. For example, we talked a little bit about cold email marketing, and you can see right here, cold email marketing, cold email marketing. So it is important that we do try to include the search term that we're going to be ranking for somewhere in our title. But it goes a lot deeper than that, because YouTube, it does look at that. But guess what? If I scroll all the way down to here, we've still got these same, people. I'm gonna keep scrolling for a little bit so you can see cold email marketing, right? These guys are all saying cold email marketing. So that's not what's putting these videos at the very top up there. It's not the fact that they use that in their title. Instead, what YouTube's looking at is how many people look at that title and decide to click. And if twice as many people read this title and decide to click as the people that read this title down here and decide to click, YouTube is going to put the video that we just showed you at the top. So we need a title that's focused on getting clicks. We've got to get as many people as possible that are served up this video right here as a potential solution to their problem to click. And you can see very quickly, these top ones are doing that creatively. They're not just saying how to cold email clients. This one says how to cold email clients, best email templates. Okay, so he's kind of making a little offer here. This is templates. This person, even more clickbaity, how I made 185,000 with cold email marketing, right? Cold email marketing tips from a new agency owner. How to write cold emails that always get read. So you can see here, they're taking twists. They're taking their keyword and building a piece of content around it with slight twist to get clicks. And here's the basic structure that I think works a lot better, especially for beginners who may not have a lot of experience thinking through all these different titles. You're going to want to focus on desires or problems and then the holdups, okay? So desires, let's say someone wants to get started affiliate marketing. That's what my channel's about quite a bit. So if I typed in affiliate marketing, someone's typically trying to figure out how to do this, right? Their desire is to learn how to do affiliate marketing, but not really. Their desire is to make money, right? That's what somebody's really looking for. So we're gonna get down to their core desire. What does this person really want? And we're gonna focus in on that. How to, boom, achieve this core desire or solve this terrible problem that you're having. Now, a great example of this is on the screen, how to make $1,000 in 24 hours. That's definitely a core desire of a lot of people that are getting into this space. Now, the next thing that works really well is to add their biggest holdup and the word without. Okay, so we're telling them this is how you achieve your greatest desire or solve your biggest problem that you're having right now, and you're gonna do it without XYZ. Right? Whatever their big holdup in their brain is that's stopping them from thinking they can do that, that's what you're going to want to target. So for example, on my channel, if you scroll down, people that are looking, affiliate marketing, get started. People that are looking that, I do start affiliate marketing. Okay, so I'm using those keywords. And then I say with no money, because a lot of people think that they can't get started in this industry without having a bunch of money to run paid ads and things like that. There's also a lot of people that think that they can't do it without a website. So I've got videos about both of those saying, here's how to get started with affiliate marketing
without a website.
Here's how to make $1,000 with affiliate marketing
without any money to start.
Okay, and so what I'm doing is I'm targeting their core desire. And in this one, I could probably be better. I could say make XYZ, amounts of money with affiliate marketing with no money to start. That would probably be a better title for this one. But the core formula here that works really well is problem or desire, and you're really honing in on the core problem and the core desire. And then the next thing you're going to focus on is the biggest holdup. And if you can solve all that in one short title, you'll find that your title does pretty good in terms of click-through rate. And the very last thing that you'll need to do as you're putting out this brand new video that you've gone through this entire process on is upload a thumbnail. Now YouTube, as you're uploading, it's gonna pull a screenshot from somewhere in your video and say, would you like this to be the thumbnail? And you can see right here, this is what it pulled from a video that we're putting out in the next few days. Not a great screenshot. And it gives me 3 different options, all of which aren't that great. So you're going to wanna create your own thumbnail. All these thumbnails that you're seeing on YouTube, typically created outside of just the video itself. Now I'm gonna tell you up front, if you have no graphic design experience, you probably want someone to do this for you, especially in the beginning. It will take you a long time. Your thumbnail probably won't be that good compared to some of these thumbnails out there for channels that have been doing this for a while, and it's going to be frustrating. I would go over to Fiverr.com. When you type in YouTube thumbnail right here, it's going to give you tons of different designers that can create very, very good YouTube thumbnails for $5 or sometimes less. So I wouldn't spend all of my time doing this in the beginning and learning how to use Photoshop and all of that when you can very easily hire someone for very, very cheap who has a lot of experience pumping out thumbnails. But I do want to give you a structure for these thumbnails, whether you design them yourself or you have someone else design them, so that you know what you're looking for and what's going to make a good thumbnail for your channel. And these are very, very, very important. And we talked about how important it is that when someone types something in and your video gets offered as a potential solution to their problem, how important it is that they click that video, your video. Well, the thumbnail is the second big piece of that, right? We've got the title and we've got the thumbnail. And so we've got to have both of those working really well hand in hand. And if you do that, you will see success. That's one of the biggest pieces of YouTube's algorithm. So we're looking at all of my different thumbnails right here. Some of them have done well, some of them haven't. I'm always tinkering, I'm always testing, and I hope that you do the same. But the general principles here that you've got to follow are these. One is you've got to catch people's eye, which means you've got to stand out a little bit, right? When I type in affiliate marketing right here, you can see there's a lot of channels and everyone's doing something a little different. So take a look at the first few videos and think, well, how can I stand out? Okay, so for example, this person right here is kind of known for much simpler thumbnails. He's not in your face. He's not being crazy. He's not making crazy promises. He tends to be very low key, and it shows in his thumbnails. Now, some of these other ones try to make more flashy in your face thumbnails. You can see right here, $5,000 in 24 hours. There I am right there. This one kind of a fun, throwing up money and kind of a fun angle and stuff like that. Different color schemes, people are highlighting their letters, different things that you can do to make it stand out from the crowd, okay? So it's very important that you stand out because you want to catch their eye. They're scrolling, something's got to make them stop. So that's one, is how can I stand out? Perhaps it's with colors, perhaps it's with what you're doing with your face, a couple different things that you can do to stand out. The next thing is you need to have one simple idea in the thumbnail. So very often beginners will find themselves trying to explain everything in the thumbnail. I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna show you this, and this, and this, and they try to like get 3 or 4 different ideas in the thumbnail, but that doesn't work. It's gotta be one simple idea. Somebody can look at your thumbnail in 2 to 3 seconds and know exactly what's going on in that video. So we look at these affiliate marketing tutorials, right? Affiliate marketing, this is how much you're gonna make. It's a tutorial for 2021. I'm gonna show you how I made $820, right? That's the core concept, how to make this much money. This one I'm honestly a little surprised on. They're standing out and it seems to be working well for them. But as we continue to scroll here, right, this person's gonna show you how they made $5,000. This person's showing you can see the arrow pointing to ClickBank, which is an affiliate marketing platform, and anybody that's in the industry knows what they're seeing on that computer. It's money. So we just need them to look and have one simple idea, okay? And that simple idea, we've talked multiple times about this. Typically it's a curiosity-based idea, meaning what is that video about? Like what in the world is gonna happen in that video? 1, 2, the simple idea is that video is gonna solve my problem, or that video is going to take me to the desire that I want right now. Okay, so you've got to catch their eye. You've got to make it very simple and very quick what the idea of that video is. And that idea at this point for them needs to be curiosity, or it needs to be desire or problem based. You do that, okay, and you can see all these thumbnails do that very well. They're very, very simple. They're very little in text. They're very little in trying to, explain an actual concept or anything. They're just trying to get you one idea. And once again, in the beginning, I would just start with Fiverr. You can see there are great thumbnails on Fiverr.com. You can see each one of these has That one definitely stands out. It's a simple idea. These guys have quite a bit of experience and actually make very good thumbnails. And so I would start with them, and you can eventually get to where you create your own, but without design experience, that's not where I would start putting my time. I would start putting my time creating content. And that takes us to the very last part of the video. And we talked about how YouTube's going to pay you based on the ads that it puts out on your video. But as you can see right here, YouTube will not share ad revenue with you until 1, you've had 1,000 subscribers subscribe to your channel, and 2, you've had 4,000 hours of watch time, which is quite a bit for a new beginner. But ad revenue isn't the only way, and honestly, it's not even the best way to be making money off your YouTube channel. Instead, we want to have some form of offer that we can actually sell to these people that are watching our videos, and typically we want it to be a higher ticket offer. When I say high ticket, I mean hundreds or thousands of dollars is the product that we're going to try to sell. And what we're going to do is at the end of the video, just like we talked about, we're going to add a call to action. We're going to tell people if they want to learn more, if they want to go somewhere further with this, what they need to do. Depending on who you are, if you've got a company already, you've already got a high ticket product, you can sell that. Or if you're brand new to all of this, you'll need to watch the next video on this channel that talks about affiliate marketing. And this is essentially where we take another company that has high ticket products and we promote their product, and then we get paid when we promote their product. Now, the best way this works is if you can get somebody on a phone call. So if you can get somebody to reach out to you and schedule some form of consultation or schedule some call, that's where you're going to get the best success with these sales. Now, I totally understand that a lot of people aren't comfortable with that, and that's fine. I'm just letting you know that's where you'll see the most success. But either way, you need to have calls to action at the end of each video, letting people know where they can go to learn more. And that's how you're going to make your money in the beginning before you ever come close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And oh my goodness, where's the time gone? This is one of the longest videos we've created, but hopefully this was full of important information. If this is a style of learning that you like, maybe a little bit less fluffy, a little bit less making promises that you'll be a millionaire by the end of this year, if that's a style you like to learn, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That's how we teach. And guess what? This isn't the only video we've created on how to succeed on YouTube, so go ahead and watch the next video in the queue as well.